I'm gonna go back to working on my star and gems. Get this lined up nice. All right. Let's turn on the lights. There we go. Excellent. Let's see how the feed is. Make sure that I'm streaming on my computer. Yep. Make sure that I'm streaming. Great. And I can hear myself. Perfect. Let the games begin. Okay. Got this spider that is pretty much done. Got my bird here. Let's tape this edge down. Okay. All right. Okay. Also, actually, it's over here, like that. Okay. Hey, Omizu! Thanks for dropping in. Hi, Dandy. How's it going? All right, I'm gonna get to work here. I put grommets in here, and I totally messed that one up. So then I smashed it with the hammer, and then I put this one in. I smashed that one with the hammer, and then I left this one good. So I have like this bruised paper, and like this star is bleeding, and like life has like destruction in it as well as growth. That's sort of the idea here. Thank you, Dandy. I can't quite tell what your avatar image is, but it looks cool. It looks almost like there's a spider on a bow or something. Or I'm just reading what I want to see, maybe. Okay, I got to get my paint ready. Welcome, everybody. My name is Melodie Provenzano, and I am a painter, and I'm sharing my private art practice for 365 days well, not really in a row, but close enough to in a row, online, on YouTube, growing my YouTube channel. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do. I would love it. That would make me so happy. I'm also hosting a game show called 30 Seconds to Masterpiece. Oh, it's a dragon. Okay, cool, Dandy. That's great. Space robins and tarantulas. Yes. Hey, lead artist. Hey, KBA. All right, let's see. Bleeding space. Let's get these gems finished. Let's get them finished. The highlights I see on them aren't really white, but I'm going to use white as the highlight because I could always go over it with like a fluorescent red if it doesn't look right. And draw this edge here. You see a little bit of white on these edges. And a little bit of white around the gem as well. Hey, Dandy. No, I haven't. And yes, this is, I am using acrylics. These are acrylics. I must admit that I don't pay much attention to the news because I find it depressing. So I don't always know what's going on in the larger picture, in the world picture. No, there's been a lot of bad stuff happening lately. Kind of avoid looking at the details of it. So I'm sorry to hear about the flood. How's everybody doing out there in the chat? Oh yeah. Yeah, you have to be informed about what's going on where you live. For sure. All right. Oh, good. KBA says they're okay. Good. All right, this fluorescent red. That's what is in here, I believe, in this little container. Oh yeah, that is some bright, bright stuff. I'm gonna get some dark, some little bit of black, and put it right up on the edge of that fluorescent red. So this week I've been trying to go live every day at 12:30 my time, which is Central Time. Thank you, Dandy. Hey, Ben. Thank you. Bye. Bye, Dandy. Oh, that's right. I have black right here. Okay. I can see the the shadow of the bird now right here. See that? See that up there? Kind of like its head's kind of like going down a little bit more like this. And then the little beak right there. Kind of like that. But the way you see it on the screen is different from the way I see it. Exactly. Yeah, your perspective is a little different. Because I'm looking this way. You guys are looking this way. Up and down, and I'm looking this way. But you can get the idea of what's going on for sure, I think. Hey, Andrew, you know the comedian Dusty Slay? I went to see him last night. He was very funny. You might want to check him out. He was silly. I don't think anybody has ever attempted to use a car to brush their teeth. But there's something so ridiculous in that statement that it's funny. Not sure what you mean. Ben, I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, I think oh my goodness, I need my battery. Battery, 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 battery. Ah. All right, Let me get this battery in there. Also, I think I should probably go like this so that cool stuff is not covered up by the words. About that. That'll work. Okay. Okay. Now, oh, thank you, always watching YouTube. Nice to see you back. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining us today. How are you doing today? I love blue jays, Ben. Um, I have a story about a blue jay. It's kind of like my favorite bird because one basically attacked me when I was little. I was 3 years old, and we had a swing set next to a tree. And I climbed up the swing set ladder to go down the slide. And I was standing on top of the slide right next to the tree. And I saw a blue jay, and it started spinning in a circle. And I was watching it spin. It was like flying in this circle right in front of me. It was mesmerizing. And then it poked me with its beak right in the stomach. And I screamed. I guess because it hurt. I guess the bird thought that I was going to get its nest or something, maybe. I don't know. But it was like, it was it's one of my earliest memories being attacked by this bird. And really like the memory. Oh, cool. Working on some weirdness, always cool. Thanks, Harpreet. Yeah, it came out pretty realistic looking, the spider. Now I'm working on getting the other stuff to look uh, more real. Working on it. Thank you. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it so much. I hope it looks like you had a good live stream today yourself. This needs mixing. All the water is at the top of this paint, so I need to mix it up. Oh, you're afraid of spiders. Well, this this spider is like radioactive, so definitely should be afraid of this spider. No, I'm just kidding. Um, yeah, spiders won't hurt you unless they're aggressive, and a lot of spiders aren't aggressive unless you like mess with them. Are the spiders real poisonous in India? Oh, Harpreet's asking which company's colors are these? Which paint company are these? Well, it's a variety. Sometimes, and they get all mixed up. I use all kinds of paint. I really love golden acrylics. Love golden acrylics. But then I also buy stuff at the hobby store like this, Master's Touch, and stuff like this, like Craft Smart. You can get those at the hobby store. And then there's like the real. Oh, this is golden. This is the fluorescent red. It's golden. And I love these paints. Um, Flash from France. Those are really nice paints. And sometimes I buy the store brand. Like there's a store in New York City called Utrecht, and sometimes I get their brand of stuff, Utrecht. And there's this brand, Artist Loft, which is like a less expensive brand at the Michaels store. So sometimes I order like the the nice golden paints, and then sometimes I get the name of the store paints. Blick, it's another store in New York City. Yeah, no, I bet they're not, because a lot of them are probably, yeah, they probably don't sell in India. Do you have golden? Do you have this brand in India? This brand is the best, I would say. The golden acrylics. But they all work. It's just like some have like more pigment in them than others. Some have like, yeah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to put some white onto this guy so that we can see these edges better. It's not really popping. It's kind of dull. Oh, you use soft pencil colors. That's nice. I'm not familiar too much with colored pencils. I do have some colored pencils, but I don't know anything about the brands. I know you can get some super expensive colored pencils here in the US. And again, it's like you can get different levels of like pigment and stuff. So anyway, I'm not sure. I don't know about the brand you're using. My thumb? This thumb? Oh, this thumb. Oh man, this morning when I was putting these grommets in, right here, these metal grommets, I messed up on this one, as you can see. And so I was gonna try to get it off because I messed it up a little bit. Now I've really smushed it. Now I was like, if I'm gonna have it messed up, I'm gonna really mess it up. So I took a hammer and I smushed it. But anyway, before I realized I couldn't figure out how to get it off, I was like, okay, because it's supposed to look like that. But I kind of like this idea of it being a blemish, being like this star is bleeding, like this grommet is squished. Like these are kind of like little imperfections in the sky kind of thing. Anyway, I took a nail and I was trying to pry it off and I poked the nail into my thumb. And it drew blood, like blood came out. And I cleaned it off and put a band-aid on it. It's not that big of a deal, but it hurt when it happened. It's fine now. In fact, it's probably okay by now. I can probably take this off. Yeah. Yeah, I can take it off. Let it air out. Let my thumb air out. See, it's okay. It was a little teeny tiny puncture wound from a nail. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for commiserating with me, Harpreet. I appreciate it. Let's get a little closer to what I'm doing here, I guess. Well, then we can't see the whole thing. So maybe let's not. Oh, thanks, Harpreet, for encouraging people to comment. That's nice. Oh, I see I got 8 thumbs up. That's nice. Wish I could there. Oh, thank you for the hearts. There. Let's do that. Hmm. Ah. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, where is Piano Person? Hi, Rumpelstiltskin. I have used oil paint. Um, I used oil paint when I went to college back in the 90s. I graduated from art school from college in 1996. And when I graduated, I was using oil paint and I used oil paint at school. And, but then I started working for fashion companies, painting showrooms, and we would use house paint or like scenic paint, which was all acrylic or, water based. So I used water based paints at work and I was painting in oil at home, when on my free time. But then I was like, why don't I just switch? Like, why don't I try using acrylic instead of using oil for myself? And so I switched and I like it because it's like, it's easier than oil paint in many ways. I mean, they both have their pros and their cons, but for something like this, I prefer I prefer acrylic paint because it dries a lot faster than oil paint, and um, you don't have to worry about the science of it. Like in oil paint, you can't put thin paint over thick paint. You have to put thicker paint over thin paint, otherwise it'll crack off. Heavy pockets. Where's heavy pockets joke? Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh, that is funny. Rumpelstiltskin. I didn't get that joke until you said, "Oh, that's a funny joke," and then because I only glazed over it, I just like quickly skimmed over it is the word. I skimmed over it, so I didn't really. I think Heavy Pockets told that joke and left. Are you still here, Heavy Pockets? Okay, bye, Harpreet. Thanks so much for having dropped in. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Maybe see you tomorrow. Oh yeah, I should put a little skinny, skinny, thin line in between these, in between the blue and the red, right here. Make that more pronounced. Oh yeah, you got to get good sleep. Got to let your brain and your body rest, right? Aha. This is edge where it's broken. Right there. Need some darker blue. Bye, Harpreet. Ah. Hmm. Found a gray that might help me with the blue of the star. Okay. I need more of this color in here because it's too watered down. There we go. Got it open. All right, this spread should help me make some of the darker reds that I need. Hey, piano person. That's okay. Can you hear me? See if my is my thing on? Yeah, it looks like my microphone is on. Hi. I'm so glad you could make it. I got my grommets in. Right here, here and there. Welcome, everybody. Piano person Harpreet was asking for you. He was like, "Where's piano person?" And I said, "I don't know." So I'm so glad you made it. I was thinking maybe you were playing your game. Maybe you were watching about Call of Duty. Is that it? Okay, I'm going to put a highlight. I'm going to put some white, a white dot. And I hope I'm not making a mistake, but I see a little white dot in the bird's eye. And I'm going to add it to the painting right there. Do, do, do. And it's interesting because the dot and where the light hits the bird are almost right next to each other. Or they are right next to each other, I should say. They're almost on top of each other. Oh, thanks. Hey, Watermelon's here. Hey. Got our international crowd again. Watermelon, you're from Poland, right? And Piano Person is from Germany. I need some brown. Here we go. Brown. I think I want this shadow to stand out a little bit more, the bird shadow. So I'm going to put more of this light color around it, watered down. Maybe I'll put some highlights, some white highlights around it too, like little sparkles of paint, like whoa, that is a long word. Oh, bye. Bye, watermelon. It's almost time for me to go as well, but I'm having a hard time stopping because I want to put these little dots in, see how they look. But when I'm finished with this, I will post it on my community page. And if anybody else has art that they're interested in sharing with the community here, go ahead and post your art. Still waiting to see Rumpelstiltskin's a black and white drawing from Rumpelstiltskin. Hoping he's gonna share his work with us one of these days, if he wants to. I know he said he lost his sketchbook, right? You lost your sketchbook? Something like that. but you can always do new art. I didn't know that has 67 letters. That's pretty amazing. Bye, piano person. Oh, you lost your mojo. Oh, well, time to get it back. Maybe, if you want. I mean, it's fun drawing. Rumpelstiltskin, maybe you should make a 30-second masterpiece. For next season, 2026. Wouldn't that be amazing? You could join our Zoom call all the way from India. You'd have to get up at 5:30 in the morning, a.m. You'd be our first international participant. Yeah, because one of the rounds is we're making people use we're requiring that people use charcoal. If you go to 30seconds to masterpiece.com, you can see the schedule and the requirements for each round, like what the theme is and if it has a media requirement. I think the only media requirement is the one that we're asking participants to use charcoal. Yeah, start slow. I mean, quickly. Get back into it fast. So that's cool. So you're well familiar with artwork taking a long time, the way mine does too. All right. Well, that, my friends, is enough for right now. Thank you for joining me today. Tomorrow's Thursday. I may or may not be, I think I'm going to be online tomorrow earlier than today because tomorrow I have to go to an old person's nursing home and go to the Christmas party and try to spread good cheer to the older folks who are in the nursing home. So yeah, that is going to be tomorrow for me, and that I think the Christmas party at the nursing home starts at like 1:30 or something. So I might not be able to be here exactly the same time tomorrow, but I'll be coming back tomorrow at some point, and I'll figure out what's happening in my art life then to share with you. Peace on earth, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Bye. Bye, Rumpelstiltskin. Bye, piano person. Watermelon, everybody who joined today. Really appreciate it. Omizu, Harpreet, all of you. Thank you so much. Ben. Andrew, heavy pockets. Dandy, KBA, lead artist. All right. Take care. Bye.